Now this section is about linked lists. So in this video, we will learn why we need linked list. So for covering the topic, I'll be discussing about these two things: problems with arrays and the difference between array and linked list. So first thing, problem with an array. Array is of a fixed size. Whenever you are creating an array, you have to mention the size, and later on you cannot increase or decrease the size of an array. So once created, it remains same. That is the problem. Why fixed size is the problem? See, unless we are sure that we are going to store some number of elements, if we know the size, the number of elements, then we can create an array of that particular size. If we don't know how many elements we are going to store during the runtime of a program, then we cannot decide the size of an array. If we take some random size, then that size may be either insufficient or it may be excess. For example, I am not sure how many elements I am going to store. So in the program, if I declare an array of size 10, then in this array I cannot store more than 10 elements. Suppose I have more than 10 elements during runtime, then I cannot store them. And if I am just having 2-3 elements, then lot of space in that array will be wasted. So I'll take a larger size, 100. Now again, I cannot store the elements more than 100. So during runtime of a program, don't know how many elements will be required. See, one thing I'll make you clear. We are programmers. We write programs, applications. For whom? For users, people who use our programs. So people who use our programs will decide how many elements they are going to enter in our program. So there, what will be the list size or array size? We don't know. So at runtime, the list size will be decided. But at coding time or compile time, we have to give the size. This is the problem. So this is the problem with the array. Then next, let us see the difference between array and linked list. So I'll discuss more about array, then I'll come to linked list. Now, little bit of revision. We already know that we can create an array either inside stack or we can create it inside heap. So for creating an array inside stack, we say integer a size, some size. I am taking a small size here. So this array will be created inside activation record of main function. So array of size 5 will be created there. Then if you want to create an array in heap, then we should take a pointer. So for pointer, I'll take the variable name as p. Then we should say new, whatever the size you want. So this size can be taken at runtime and mentioned here. That's the benefit. But directly I am writing here as an example. So pointer p will be available here, and an array of size 5 will be created inside heap. This pointer will be pointing on that one. So this is inside stack and this is inside heap. Now the benefit of an array is that all these locations will be contiguous. They will be side by side. So you can access them with index, that this is 0th element, first element, second, third and fourth element. So randomly you can reach on any element. So array, you imagine just like a bench. There is a bench of capacity 5 people can sit on that bench. So when you are making a bench, that time only decide what size you want, then that capacity is fixed. Now only those many people can sit on that bench. If more people, there is no space. If less people, then space is wasted. So this is like a bench. Now coming to linked list. Here what we want is, we don't want a fixed size bench like this array because we don't know the size. Who is using our program and what is his requirement, how many elements he is having, we don't know. Let him go on giving the elements, as many elements as he want. So let the user give as many elements as he want. Then we cannot go for an array. And one more thing, let the user add more elements and also remove the elements. So we want some data structure which should grow and reduce in size. So we want a variable size data structure. So for that, I'll just share the idea about linked list. So for that, we must create memory in heap during runtime. And we should use linking for making it as a linked list. So how? Let us see. I am just sharing the idea here. See, for allocating memory inside heap, the array inside heap, we had taken a pointer. And with one pointer, I have allocated 5 spaces. With one pointer, I have allocated 5 spaces. Again, I made it like a bench. But now, I will take one pointer. Let me call it as first. I'll just keep a pointer with me. Now watch this carefully. I am sharing the idea of linked list. Not showing what is linked list, just sharing an idea. I have a pointer. Now I want to store one element, just one element. Then for this, allocate the space. And this pointer first will be pointing on this one. So that is for storing just one element. Let us say 8 is the element. So with this pointer, we can point only on one element. What about next? If I want more. So along with this element, we'll also allocate the space for a pointer to the next element. If there is any next element, it will be pointing on that one. So right now there is nothing, so let it be null. So that's it. We made a node. So first pointer was there. When we have allocated the memory for just one element, then we have allocated memory for element as well as pointer to the next one. Now we have one more pointer ready. If we want one more element, then again allocate the memory like this. Here you store the element. Then this will be pointing on this one. Like this pointer was pointing on this, so this pointer will be pointing on this node. So we can call that block as a node now. The next I have one more element, 12. So again create a node. Node will contain value 12 and the pointer to next. And this pointer will be pointing on this one. So there is no node beyond this one, so let it be null. So I am creating a node whenever I want to store an element. So it is just like, it is not a bench. Imagine that we have free space. Whoever want to come and sit, he should bring his chair. Now when the next person comes, the first person will link to that person. Then that will link to next person. So in this we are forming a chain or a links of chairs. And if anybody is leaving, he can take away chair with him. So whoever is coming in will bring a chair. So every element will bring its own memory and point it to the next element. So together, element space and the pointer space together, we call it as node. So this is how we form a linked list inside heap. So now you can see that if suppose you want to remove 3, you can easily remove 3. This 8, instead of pointing on 3, this will be pointing on 12. That's easy, and you can remove this one. I'll bring it back as it is. Now suppose you want to bring some new element in between 3 and 12, then you can simply create a node. Let us say element 7. 7 will be pointing on 12 and 3 will be pointing on 7. Now if you start from here, you will go on 8, and from 8 you can go on 3, from 3 you can go on 7, 7 you can go on 12. So it's easy to insert something in between also by just changing links. So this data structure is more flexible than array. And the size can grow and size can reduce. And you can easily insert new elements or remove the existing elements from the linked list. So that's it. I have given the introduction. What does it mean by linked list? What does it mean by an array? So remember these points once again, that array is created inside stack, array is created inside heap using a pointer. And a linked list, there is no meaning of creating a linked list inside stack. We create linked list always inside heap. So dynamically we allocate the memory. For each element, memory is separately allocated. If element is removed, the memory is gone. So the size is variable. So in the next video, we will have the details of a linked list. This was just, I was sharing the idea about linked list.